Hello everyone, this is Chef Noriack here. I'm back with another edition of our Katia Builder Toolkit tutorials. This will be part 2, or should be a little shorter than the first one, as we're just going to be going over some basics here and get you feeling familiar with the toolkit here. So right now I'm at an undisclosed plot that hasn't really had much done to it, which is a perfect little thing just to show off some of the basic features here without getting anything too advanced. We're going to be going in here, so we're going to open up the housing vendor and do a little bit of stuff to work with here. So let's get a nice little wall piece out here. Since I'm a Chua, we'll put some Chua stuff out here. So we like that. Nice little metal look and everything to it. Alright, we just got our single wall piece there, which will actually be the basis for a lot of what we're going to do. We're also going to want a pillar out here too for later. And this is actually going to be most of what we're going to be using at the moment. Pillar is also one of the most useful tools with a lot of the other options here too as well. I use them as tools basically in the game, as well as of course for building there. Now what I like to do whenever I'm building is I like to basically square off my pieces. I like to do them at either 90 degree, 180 there, or good old flat 0 there. So, and just if you have a piece where you like it, just left click in some open empty space there and it will place it. The other option of course is if you hit place over here, which is also really useful so that you don't accidentally click on something else there. And if I adjust a piece around and I don't like how it is and I right click on something else, this is right click, it'll go back to where it is. I can also use the escape button as well too, and that will reset. Those are very important things to do in case you happen to be messing with something and you realize, oh no, I just moved my whole entire floor base that you had linked together at one time and you wanted to go back. Just remember, deep breaths, escape is your friend. There, that's the ESC key for those who don't know what that stands for. On the top left of your keyboard, most keyboards I assume. There. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and we're going to make a little bit of walls here and a little staircase is what we're going to do, which is some things that could take a little bit of time without using Katia, but with using Katia here should make it very easy. We'll also be doing a little bit of linking as well too. We're going to get this basis started for a little bit of a building is what we'll be working on. And speaking of building, we are going to need a floor piece as well too. Even though walls make excellent flooring, I will say that. And here's the funny part: floors actually make excellent walls as well too. That'll be for later. There. So actually, yeah, I might show it now too. All right, I'm digressing though. All right, we are going to start with our wall here. We're going to copy this into copy slot 1 on here, which in our last video is these are very important here. So now that I've got it copied, we're going to make a quick clone of it, and I'm going to zoom in my view here so I can make sure it's all lined up. I tend to just eye this here, and basically what I'm looking for is that we don't see any kind of seam, which, oh, there's just a little tiny seam there. Scooch that over just a touch. And there we go. Now we have no seam. Alright, so that is going to go into copy slot 2 here. So, and then we'll place that. Now this is where some really fun begins. Like, let's say we want to make kind of a building that's a little bit, longer in length. So we'll go ahead and clone that. And we'll hit the Diff tool here. Now the way the Diff works is it basically works the difference between 1 and basically your selected choices here. In this case, it's copy slot 1, copy slot 2. There we go. And there we go. Easy enough. We clone and we can hit Diff twice. There we go. Clone and hit Diff 3. Oh no! It looks like I hit it 4 times. Oh, well that's a shame. Well, you know what? The nice thing about this is if you switch the from and the to back, there you go. It's the same increment, but in reverse. So if you ever do too much, you can always fix it that way. There. So, and the same thing goes if I want to extend the wall this way too as well. That's basically the Diff tool in a nutshell there. Now, of course, it can be used for many other wonderful things over here, like our pillar, for example. Pillars make great staircases here. we're going to just go ahead and put that a roll of 90. And I'm going to give it a yaw of 90 as well too. I like to type in my numbers here exactly just because you make sure that everything is nice and flat and even there. There, so, and we've got our little bases for our stairs here. So again, we're going to go actually to copy slot 3 for this one. And I'm going to copy and clone. And we're going to step it up just a touch. So it looks like a little bit of staircase. And I'll go ahead and put that in the copy slot 4. The reason for this is that way I can keep 1 and 2 there, and I can come back to those. I can use those increments at any point that I need. So again, we'll do the same kind of thing here. Copy, diff over, clone, diff up, and there we go. And now we have a really easy to do staircase. Now you can also use the same kind of feature to make, you know, size differences and stuff, you know, as well too. That so. But now let's say we want this staircase here. So you don't want to move every staircase. Say we just have it in the wrong place here. So where you want to link it all together. When I go down to the target button here on the very bottom step, you can choose which one you want. Thanks to the parent button, doesn't really matter with it there. But I like to keep it organized for myself at least. And then to each step we go to, we're going to go over here. This is in the decor editor. And we're going to link the decor. And this will basically link to that targeted step whenever you click on this. And so we will just simply do that. There we go. Now this is all linked up and we can do whatever we want with it. Now here we can move it around, you know, shift it so it's the other direction here if we want a staircase. There, so lots of options here. Like just for fun, we're going to go ahead and do that there because I like this direction anyway. So, and we'll just level it off. There we go. That's my whole. I like things leveled off, you know, with it as I work with them there. Now later on, it's great. Oh, good. We're seeing in this video here. This is a commonly known bug, and this is one of the wonderful things about Katia. Katia fixes this for you. Bam. There you go. Went back into place. I didn't do anything. That is all in the add-on. If you use the default UI, it will occasionally, you know, as you're moving, particularly wall, floor, and pillar pieces is when it seems to happen most. But you'll be moving something with those, and they'll kind of twist on you. And that's really bad. If you have KBT installed, though, it will automatically fix that particular bug issue. Oh, there, so which I am glad for. And now we have our little staircase started, which can go great to a little home or anything that we like. Oh, there. See, there's that bug just keeps happening there, but that's all right because KBT fixes it. And we can do the same kind of thing for our wall over here as well too. So again, we'll make sure it's selected and then go down the line. Now there are actually quicker ways to do that, but that's going to be for another video. Don't necessarily need to do everything all at once over there. But now we've got our wall selected. And that'll be for the start of our building that we're going to be working on here. A little bit of wall here. And you see we've got also all this wonderful wall. Now what can we do to more easily work with this? You know, it's like, oh, you got all this wall. Do we have to go and place it all again? Actually, here's the thing. We don't have to. Thanks to the set manager here. So I'm going to have to, unfortunately you can't type in a number here. And you can't quickly go through these because I've used the set manager a lot. I have a lot of furniture in here. I have a lot of architecturally stuff in order to help me build in there. And that's why I'm going to negative numbers because my high numbers go up to like 70 and that's a lot less clicking. Now with the linked here, we're going to go, now that we have all this linked, which allows us to again move everything around there real easily, we are going to go to this add ls button here, and that will basically add everything into the current set. You can type in a number up here if you want, or a name as well too, which I use that quite avidly as well. Now that we have all this wall here, let's go ahead and expand on this. So we're going to go ahead. This is the place all and link there. There we go. Now it actually placed all those wall segments all at one time for us here, and we're just going to move that out And there we go. We got a nice little front start for our building. Oh, there, so. And that's really basic, very, very helpful tools for Katia here. How to use the Diff tool there, the copy, and then tool and the like. And, you know, let's say also, since we're also on the basics here, this is the crate button. You know, now, since this is all selected, say you decide, hey, you didn't really want this wall here to begin with. You want it on the other side, and you like it better there. We'll go ahead and hold down the shift button and click on the crate here. And that will crate everything there. That's very easily for us there. And if, but it's like, oh, you didn't really want that gone? Hey, we've saved it here as the set, so we just place all in link. There we go. It's all back. Oh, there. Now do make sure whenever you place all using the set function over here, that you make sure that no one is standing in there, or else it will have an issue with the placing. There, and that would be bad, because then you'd lose parts of it. But that's okay, because you can always, it's all linked. Just simply create the whole link, get whoever the offending person is standing in the spot to move, go ahead and place everything down, and you'll be golden again there. So again, don't worry, don't panic. Everything is fixable. So especially if you keep occasional backups and you kind of work in segments. There. That is all for this particular video here that we're doing. We are going to, of course, be going on to further videos coming up here. I'm trying to keep these videos not to be too long here and drag on with this. So I hope everyone is enjoying everything so far and learning a little bit about the KBT toolkit here. And we will have more coming in future videos. Thank you for watching. And, you know, I don't know if that like, subscribe thing works appropriately here, but hey, go ahead. You know, they say it in most of the videos anyway, so go ahead and do that because it sounds good. And y'all have a good one.